Hey, thanks. This is Curt on my David and Goliath channel, and I have a story similar to yesterday's. I mentioned that our family's been a part of YWAM Youth for the Mission off and on for many years. And in this case, my fourth child, my Holly, was also leading a missions trip, or not leading it, but she was in missions and in YWAM and in Namibia, Africa. That's in the southern part of Africa. It's a communist nation. She was there on a base out in the outlands somewhere, helping with the staff and children and things like that. She would come into town and talk to us about once a week. She'd come whatever town that was, I don't remember, but she'd call us about once a week and give a report what was happening. And it was pretty remote. She said she'd stopped going out walking in the evening because she was out walking alone one night, which probably wasn't smart, and she saw a pair of eyes peering at her through the bushes, and it kind of scared her. And she saw some pretty incredible, miraculous things too, working with the YWAM group out there. About, though, is her return home. She wanted to fly through some European city on the way home, just kind of be a tourist for a couple of days before she headed back to the States. So I had lined it up for her to fly into Paris, spend a couple of days there, and then fly home. And so it came to the day that she's supposed to, I lined up all the itinerary for her, that she was supposed to head out of Namibia, Africa. So when she was supposed to land and be at the hotel, of course, Kay and I she had been in that country for about 3 months, if I remember right, and we were waiting for a phone call or indication, and nothing, kind of like the story I told you about Heather and the tsunami in a previous edition of the Battle Within. So again, we were concerned. And there was a battle going on inside that we had to control and that we had to win. The next day, still hadn't heard anything. I called the hotel, nothing. Waited a few more hours, still nothing. In this case, though, there was something I could do. And that is, I called the hotel again, got to someone high up in the management that could speak English well, and I really persuaded them to go knock on the door of her room. See, they had told me that she had checked in, but we still had not talked to her. So, happy to report that the hotel manager did that favor for us, got a hold of her, and within an hour or two she had called us. What had happened? Nothing tragic. She'd just gotten there. She was so exhausted. She slept for about 24 hours straight. And yeah, so she should have called when she landed, but she didn't. And that's okay. But again, pressures of life, sometimes we get hit broadside, sometimes we get unexpected or bad news, or we just get news that may be bad or not, and we need to keep the battle within under control. And if there are things that we can do, like calling the hotel, we do those, but we don't let our minds run. We don't let our thoughts go places. We control them so that we're able to be sober-minded and positive in the actions that we take. So, like, subscribe, and share this with some young warrior that also needs a male or female, like my daughters were warriors and are. Share that with someone that maybe you see hasn't arrived. None of us have arrived in their battle within, so that in the days ahead they will be calm, cool, and collected, and have peace. He was clothed with peace, sandals of peace, so that we can walk out situations and be victorious and lead others to victory. Curt signing off.